So a couple of weeks ago, the GamesRadar team got together and shared their hopes and their predictions for the upcoming Xbox Games Showcase. And now we've just had the Xbox Games Showcase. So did the GamesRadar team get what they wanted, and how accurate were their predictions?
Am I a fan of games that pander unabashedly to nostalgia? No, not particularly. Am I super hyped about Halo Infinite? Absolutely. Can I be excited and a hypocrite all at the same time? Definitely. Here's the thing about Halo. 343 tried some different stuff, or at least tried to take it in a different direction with Halo 4 and Halo 5 Guardians. Didn't quite work out. So what we've got here is an experience that is going, by all appearances, back to its roots, but just amped up to the nth degree. Okay, so we've got, a new ring that is supposedly twice the size of Halo 4 and Halo 5 combined. We're going to be able to explore that as much as we want if we're to take that trailer at its face value. And that's just really exciting to me. I really like how vibrant and just green the world looked. It really invokes that feeling of Halo Combat Evolved from back in 2001, 2002, whenever it was. It just looks awesome. It looks like Halo. Yeah, it looks like, gameplay that we've done time and time again, but maybe that's what the series needs. It just needs to go back to being Halo, and it needs to do it on a scale of which we could only really imagine before.
When I shared my predictions about the Xbox Games Showcase, I thought that they might hint at the price. Did they hint at the price? No, they did not. What does this mean? Well, it means that they didn't hint at the price, and now we're going to have to wait until maybe Gamescom in August to get something, where at least one of them should eventually tell us how much these machines are going to cost.
I think what I wanted to see from the Xbox Showcase and what I got were good reasons to own an Xbox Series X, which were the games. Xbox Series 1 and sort of the last few years of Xbox haven't exactly had a great deal of system selling exclusives. There's been a lot of third-party games, a lot of minor exclusives. This Showcase had a really good range of really interesting games. Obviously Halo, with its more open world kind of setting, looked really exciting, but there were more interesting sort of titles like Avowed, Fable, Gunk, Stalker 2, Psychonauts 2, The Medium and Crossfire, which all looked interesting in different ways. They're all exclusive to Xbox and make the console look like something that sort of isn't going to be interesting to own and interesting to sort of experience and play on. So yeah, it's a good step in the right direction, and I am now a lot more interested in the future of Xbox than I was like 5 minutes ago.
So while I can't talk about my reactions to the price, what I can say is that some of the games in the showcase really piqued my interest. First of all, there was The Medium, which looks like it's playing with the dual aspect of gameplay and how that relates to the story, whether you're in one world or the other. And of course, because of the Xbox's SSD, it's going to be able to switch between those two worlds seamlessly, you'd hope. And then the other was the game from Rare called Everwild. It's got a really interesting art style. It's from Rare, so we know it's going to have a really good pedigree. And it's one of the things that stood out to me just because it looked so different. And I think that's really key going into the next generation, that we'll be able to get games that look and feel different, hopefully, to whatever we've played before.
Well, all I wanted was a new Fable. And we got one! Oh, that teaser trailer was all we needed. It was like 30 seconds, a minute long. I don't even know. I'm just in so much shock right now. It looks fantastic. Obviously, it's just a CGI trailer, but it's managed to capture that sort of fun, carefree and very British tone that the series is always famed for. Now, obviously, it's not Lionhead Studios anymore. It's Playground Games, famed for the Forza Horizon series, but they are a British studio who make British games set in Britain. I mean, just look at Forza Horizon 4. So that really bodes well for getting that sort of British humour thing that Fable always did really well. Perfect.
So the main thing I wanted from the Xbox Game Showcase was new titles or original series from Microsoft, and I'm happy to say that they did deliver in that regard. We saw a glimpse of games like Everwild, which is a new fantastical looking game from Rare. Hopefully they'll offer the sort of experiences that we haven't seen from Microsoft in this generation, and moving forward I'm kind of hoping that they do spark either new series or new ideas. as glad as I am to see the likes of Forza, Halo, State of Decay all get sequels, I think it is exciting to see that Microsoft are also allowing all the studios they bought to experiment with new ideas and offer up new experiences to players.
So if I recall correctly, I said that I think there's going to be a AAA Horizon Forbidden West level reveal, and I don't think I was wrong. I think Fable, the reimagining of Fable, is a pretty big deal. I would say that's pretty AAA. I would say that was pretty shocking, and also it came at the end, in the same way that Horizon Forbidden West closed the show. The mic drop in this case was Fable, and I think that's pretty cool. For me personally though, some of the reveals that I was most excited for didn't come from massive AAA titles. I really like the sound of As Dusk Falls, which is this new game from Interior Night, I think the studio's called. They've mentioned that it's a multi-generational story, and if the fact that they're devs from Quantic Dream means anything, it should mean that it's some kind of interactive narrative, hopefully really well written, hopefully with great characters. I'm just really excited about the idea of that one. I also mentioned all of the different studios that Xbox bought and said that the fact that they bought those must mean that there's some big things coming. And Obsidian Entertainment alone had 2 titles and 1 DLC during that stream. There was Avowed, which is this first-person RPG fantasy kind of game. There's the Outer Worlds DLC coming. And then there was Grounded, which is this like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids co-op survival game, which looks like it could be pretty fun. All in all, I would say pretty good showcase. I'm very excited for some of the titles. I think Xbox is back in the game. I'm going to move this. I'm going to take it down because Xbox is back. Actually, it's on a Y. I'm going to leave it there, but the sentiment still counts.